We obviously lost the toss on a pretty green wicket, and the plan was to try and be a little bit better than we were on P, try and add that 50 runs that we talked about, and we did. On a tough wicket, I thought we batted excellently. To get for an opening batsman to get 100 on a wicket like that was great batting. But a whole batting unit to put on a decent total in the first innings. Great bowling from our bowlers in the first innings as well, and then from then we were in a dominant position. So there's pretty much the perfect performance there, to be honest with you. There's nothing that didn't go the way that I would want it to go. Everything was planned, everything worked out perfectly. Even the declaration, we got it spot on. We felt that we could take it a day for lunch in a perfect world, and it worked out exactly like that. Very important. Obviously our last test against Australia in the pink ball, we did lose. The series was already won, but we don't want to lose test match at this point. So we needed to regroup, and this series has been really good. We've been spot on in our disciplines. Once again, in conditions that is favourable for bowlers, I feel we've been excellent, and that's been the difference between the two teams. It's just the fact that we were relentless. We haven't let Sri Lanka into the game once. Even at a possibility of 60 for 3, we had a good partnership to take us to, I think it was 160 for 4 or something like that. So just when there's moments in the game, every time we've stood up, and there's every single time it's something different, and that for me as a captain is the most pleasing thing. Yeah, that was something that was obviously not the way we wanted it. It was something that we didn't expect, but it was also something that was completely out of our control in terms of what we could do in this match, and what we needed to do to win a test match. So we did get together. Obviously spoke to Kyle, try to change his mind. But Carl's already set up exactly what he wanted to do, and then it was a case for me to make sure to get the team back on track and making sure that all our focus is back into winning this test match. And the guys are brilliant. They put their focus back, and even Kyle didn't want anything to do about himself. He wanted to make sure that everything's still about the team, and the guys did exactly what they needed to do, and the bowling was really good. A little bit upset that Kyle couldn't get 1 or 2 wickets. I would have liked to see him do well in his last outing, but life is not perfect. Amazing bowling performance from KG. Look, even when he's bowling not so well, as a captain, I'm really happy to have him in my team. He's a guy that he just tries really hard, and he's never got any dramas. Basically the perfect bowler for a captain, because exactly what I ask for him to do or tell him to do, he does that. So if I want him to bowl 1,000 short balls in a row, he'll do it. That's the kind of bowler he is, and that works well with me because I can work on a plan with him. So, but the talent, extreme talent for us in South Africa, obviously going to be very valuable for us in the future to make sure he plays a lot of cricket for us. Look, I'll be very honest in saying that Test cricket, I believe in that you need experience. That is an important thing in Test cricket. And I'll once again use the England series as an example. We didn't have enough experience in that bowling attack, and we didn't bowl as well as we should have on a wicket that was very assisting of seam bowlers. So for me, it's now making sure that we look at who's the next guys that can fulfill that role and try and get them ready with the experience that you have in Vernon and KG and hopefully Morna and Dale. If they don't miss too much, start bringing in a guy to try and get them working with great bowlers and getting them ready for when that chance comes.